Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full coverage foundation tutorial for you, and I will be talking about some color correcting in it. So today I am using a lot of drugstore products. So if you want to go ahead and have some tips and learn how to do a little color correcting, just go ahead and keep watching. So you want to start off with your face already moisturized and primed, and anything else you like to put on your face before you put on like any type of concealer or foundation here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the NYX HD concealer. It is a green color. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that, and it's going to work perfect for more of my redder areas. So I get very red right here, and then more of like my forehead. I have like a little breakouts right here, and then just like right above my cheeks. So that's pretty much just where it is. I don't usually put it anywhere else. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm just gonna put it on any red areas I want to cover. I'm not gonna put it just like a full face, just add it all over where I think. I'm just gonna add it to little areas. I'm not adding much because I am gonna, blend that out with my beauty blender. And then right here, and then just a little right here in the forehead, and then I have like a little blemish right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover that up. So that's perfect for like if you if you have like a little blemish like that, this is perfect to go ahead and help cover up that redness of it and probably give it a little more coverage so you can barely see it through your foundation. So with my damp Real Techniques beauty blender, I'm gonna go ahead and just barely, like really barely, just tap on that because I don't want to take too much of the product off. So I'm just gonna tap that on there. So I'm going to go ahead and take this NYX Dark Circle Concealer. So as you can tell, I have really bad under eyes. They're always like really puffy, and especially right under here, like they're really dark. So with that, I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush. You can take any type of brush, honestly, to apply this. This is just more like it's kind of like an angled brush, so I mean any type of concealer brush would be perfect for that. You can even use like a flat concealer brush to go ahead and apply it as well. So whatever your preference is, or whatever brush you have to work with. I mean, girl, if you want to use your finger, use your finger. Like whatever best works for you. But this is what I like to use. So I'm just gonna take that. This color is in medium. So it's an inexpensive product, so you don't really need to go all big and bold with it. So I'm just going to put that more in my corner, since that is like my main problem area is right here. So if you can tell, you can see a little difference. It's covering that up as that orange color. So I'm gonna do that, and then just bring it under a little. Well, not really a little. I'm just gonna bring that under and over. So back with my Real Techniques beauty blender, I'm just going to blend that together right here. Not really blending it together with the green, but I'm just gonna press that into my skin. So now that that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation and show you my full coverage foundation when I do this. So I don't always color correct, but when I do, it's usually on the days I'm really having a really bad problem with either my redness or I broke out really bad. or even just like my dark circles. Sometimes they're really bad and I'm just lazy and don't do color correcting at all. But majority of the time, you know, if I want to go out or if it's date night or even if it's just one of those days where I just feel like, girl, you cannot be a hot mess today. You need to get it together. I'm going to put some on. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take my foundation and just apply that. Today I'm going to be using my Real Techniques buffing brush. So I'm going to take that and then just apply my foundation. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques foundation pointer brush to apply the foundation. And today, of course, we all know, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible foundation to apply it. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender and just kind of press that foundation into my skin and blend the rest of it just in case I missed any areas, and make sure it's fully covering up the color correcting colors, because you don't want no green popping out during the day or your under eyes to just look orange. So I didn't go all the way up with my foundation, so I still have a little orange just showing like right underneath here. I'm going to go in with my NYX concealer, the NYX HD concealer, and this is in the color beige. So this is the same concealer I use all the time. I love it. So not completely sure, but I will link that link down below along with all the other products I used today, and tell you where I got them or where you can get them. So with this one, I'm gonna be going in with this medium brown right here and probably put a little darker brown. I'll probably be going between these, probably put a darker on the cheeks and then the medium everywhere else. I cleaned off the brush I used earlier for my under eyes and use the same thing to just apply the contour. So I'm just gonna make that line right here. And then going in with that darker shade of brown, I'm going to go in right here. So I'm going to take this light brown on the top right here and just do a little nose contour with it. So again, back in with the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, I'm just going to blend that all together. So I'm going to use the flat end of it for more of my, where the highlight is, and then I find it easier to use the pointed side to blend together the contour. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC 113 brush. So this is a blush brush, but I've never really used it for blush. So in my last video, I know I told you guys I used the e.l.f. high definition powder. I do really love it. Like, I've been using it for the past week and it's amazing. It sets my concealer, my under eyes. It's great for baking. I really love it, and I was recommended by 2 of my friends at work. So I was like, I gotta try this. So thanks girls for the recommendation. And again, if anyone else has any recommendations on products to use, let me know in the comments down below, because I love trying new things. I mean, I live in the makeup aisle, honestly, live in the makeup aisle. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set that. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using the NYC Color Wheel. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques contour brush right here. I'm going to go ahead and use that to set all the contour I did around, the cream contour I did around my face. So I'm going to go ahead and set this right here and just blend that all together. So when I blend it, I want to kind of get lower onto where I put the highlight. So just so there's not no no, you know, stiff, what's that called? So there's not a sharp line across your forehead or on your face. So I just want to blend that down. Start close to my hairline, not too much, because you don't want it getting in your hair. And then just bring it down just a tad bit and blend that all together. And then you look very bronzy as well. So now that I did that, I'm going to go back in with the MAC 113 brush. I didn't set under my contour because I wanted to set it with the powder first and then go back in and finish sharpening it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and create just a little line underneath. I really do love the powder. The only thing that I don't prefer with it is baking under my under eyes. I like baking with it just like on the lower half of my face. Right here, I just feel like it makes me look too white, especially since I do use such a light concealer. It just doesn't do me justice. So I like using more of a yellow tone setter, but with the translucent HD powder from e.l.f., I do like setting it just a tad bit under there and then going back in just with like a fluffy brush or something and just taking, like, just cleaning it up there so I don't look so white with it. So I'm gonna set that there and I will be right back. So to finish up, I'm gonna go ahead and set that nose contour I did. I'm just gonna take the end of my, this is like my universal brush right here. I use it for everything. But I'm gonna take the end of the Naked 3 brush and set that. I'm just gonna use the same one. I'm just gonna take one of these lighter shades inside this NYC and just tap that excess off and then I'm gonna take my finger and kind of blend it out a little just so there's no harsh line at the top of my nose. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the, ooh, fucking up. With the Very Amore Milani Baked Blush right here. So I'm gonna take my Luxie 504 large angled brush and just finish up my face. And then I'm gonna go ahead, then I'm gonna go finish up with some highlighter. I'm gonna use my absolutely ride or die favorite highlighter ever, hands down, out of all the highlighters I've ever tried. The Mary Luminizer is it. I can't get enough of it. I just love it. Like, I add more and I probably don't need more. So I'm just gonna add that right on my cheekbone there. Go back in with my Luxie brush and just kind of blend that highlighter all together with my contour and my blush, so there's no harsh lines, everything's nice and blended together. Alright, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you didn't, I don't go fuck, to be honest. But go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!